Good rising, brethren. This is Big Judah, coming to you guys from California. Before I begin, give all praise to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother, who is wisdom, who is the Holy Spirit. Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. I pray that the Most High blesses this lesson this evening, gives more knowledge and understanding of the events of the past, in order to understand the events that are currently happening on the earth. So we get a much better understanding of things that are soon to come on the earth. Brethren, the last couple of videos the last week have gotten these little flags about context. And they've been referencing the Encyclopedia Britannica. And what you're seeing is like they're giving us, they want to make sure that we get the correct context of things. This is how it's been for a very long time. How, when we start to break away or we start to get another point of view, they always remind us that the only point of view is the one that they give us. So it's just amazing how the one I did about the Holocaust, they gave a context, and it was a Britannica, encyclopedia, and it was talking about pretty much the Holocaust was the 6 million Jews that died during World War II. I guess I'm not allowed to talk about the Holocaust of my people. I'm not allowed to look at the Holocaust of the Hebrew Israelites. Ish was not the only people that have gone through a Holocaust. They're not the only ones that have gone through destruction of a people by the hands of another nation. But their context is that the only people that have gone through that has been them. And that our death and destruction, which has been many more millions of people, doesn't matter. Now we got this one here about the protocols of the elders of Zion. So if you look on those couple of videos, you'll see, their little icon right there. You can click on it and read it. See, get their point of view. I mean, we've been listening to their point of view now for hundreds and hundreds of years. We've had our content, the context of our people, hidden the entire time. But let's take a quick look here. Protocols of the Elders of Zion is also called the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. Fraudulent document that served as a pretext and rationale for anti-Semitism. There we go again. It's just a fraudulent document talking about anti-Semitism. So as soon as you see those words, you're not supposed to look at anything else anymore, and everything that they say is fraudulent. Just like when someone tried to tell the truth about who we are, and the first thing they yelled was anti-Semitism, and it made them take those words back. They didn't prove anything. They didn't prove what they said was wrong. They just throw out the word anti-Semitism, and that was it. So right here it says, okay, the document purported to be a report of a series of 24, in other versions 27 meetings held at Basel, Switzerland in 1897. Again, now they've taken the focus from the Americas and shifted it right back over to the third part. Remember, all context is everything began over in the third part. Everything has its origins. Everything in the world has its origins over there. Okay? At the time of the first Zionist Congress, there, Jews and Freemasons were said to have made plans to disrupt Christian civilization and erect a world state under their joint rule. Liberalism and socialism were to be the means of subverting Christendom. If subversion failed, all the capitals of Europe were to be sabotaged. And see, it's all these things happening over in Europe. Talking about pretty much how all these, conglomerates of people, all these people just came together, of Ish, and was setting up everything against the Christians. Now we already understand that Christians, Catholics, all the other nations have been put under the other spirits to lead them astray. Okay? They can say that things are fraudulent. What we need to do is Just look at the world. Look at how things are right now. Okay? Right here. So I'm just going to read their breakdown of everything. The protocols were printed in Russia, again, 3 parts again, in abbreviated form in 1903, in the newspaper Znamia Banner, and subsequently in 1905 as an addendum to a religious tract by Sergei Nilas, a czarist civil servant. They were translated into German, French, and English, and other European languages, and soon came to be a classic of anti-Semitic literature. Just throw that out there again. So then don't read this. Don't look at it. In the United States, Henry Ford's private newspaper, Dear Dawn Independent, often cited them as evidence of a Jewish threat. The spurious character of the protocols was first revealed in 1921 by Philip Graves, The Times of London, who demonstrated their obvious resemblance to a satire on Napoleon III by the French lawyer Maurice Joly, published in 1864, and entitled Dialogue. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Subsequent investigation, particularly by the Russian historian Vladimir Burtsev, revealed that the protocols were forgeries compounded by officials of the Russian secret police out of the satire of Joly, a fantastic novel. Okay, so as you're seeing here, they said it. So they're forgeries, they're fakes. And that's the context that you're supposed to take it as. Now on the video, it talks about all the death and destruction that was going to be brought. And it's not saying that just that one group of people. Ish is going to be responsible. The Christians are going to be responsible. The Catholics are going to be responsible. Look at the information from those books and just see if it fits. And then come to your own conclusion. But see, I just found it interesting. They were trying to give context, and their context is don't look at it. It's anti-Semitic. Don't look at it. And that's their opinion, and that's their context, and they're welcome to pull out, the Encyclopedia Britannica, throw that out there. This is their company, and but you're allowed to think. You're allowed to do your own research. We have all these events that pretty much substantiate what we just read, and behold, a pale horse. Talk about a people that was made to come and destroy the people over here. When you get that understanding about them being brought to the 4th part, it makes perfect sense about all these events that happened over here. They're always trying, the context with the rest of the nations is everything happened or originated in the 3 parts. Everything originated in their lands. When we start looking at the scriptures, they try to make it seem like the Bible originated over there, even though we know now they don't have very little evidence that they can prove that the events happened over there. The events of the Bible. So like I said, this is just an opportunity to kind of think for yourself. Take a look at their context. I don't tell people to don't look at it. Hey, if that's what they put up, go research it. Go research it yourself. And then see where the Spirit leads you. All praise is to the Most High, Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother, who is wisdom, who is Holy Spirit. Acknowledgement to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.